Hello and welcome back to Megaman X 2. I kind of ran into a little issue here. I already did part 2, but there was something wrong with the recording, so I had to do it again. Um, yeah, the dash is still set. Okay, so I'm just gonna go back through what I have done. So I redid the save, and I'm just going back through the other two stages. So obviously I'll hopefully be better, but you know. So basically, I'm going for this guy, Bubble Crab, and he has one of the X Hunters at this stage. So as I said, I got back to the stages I did. I redid Ostrich the same way, so I have as much health as when I did it the first time. Obviously, I got the boots back, the sub tank, except here again because I had to save and quit. But I just set the controls back. Okay, didn't mean to do that. Just save and quit so that I go back to 2 lives because I was at 3. Just so I would be at the same point where I was before. I know I didn't need to do that much, but you know, might as well. Alright, so we got the fish. In order to get to the X-Hunter, I have to destroy the fish, so I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna take a moment. I have to destroy multiple parts of it. Obviously, I could use a special weapon, or not. Kind of have the choice here. So I'm just gonna break his face. Alright, so the fish is going down, which means I have access to the area the X-Hunter was in. Just need to grab some health back. And I think I missed some, not here, but right here. Yeah. So, yeah, mistake from my end, and I'm just gonna go back to where I was. At this stage, I actually get any of the upgrades early, which means I actually have to beat the boss before I come back for any upgrades I'm trying to get, because I need to charge his weapon to access the heart and the tank from his level. I also want a little bit of backup health, since obviously it's empty. So just gonna do that real quick. Shouldn't be too hard now that I actually know how to beat him. Took me a few tries. The guy is a sword user, so he has a few parrying that I have to be careful of, and you know, he's just throwing sword beams at me and everything. So I guess one more and I should be good to get to him. The tank, unless it's full, doesn't give that much health back. At least it's what it feels like. Like, this much is maybe half my health. Which is why I'm trying to get a little bit more. But if I can get more and just go ahead, I should be just fine. I was hoping for a bigger one, but alright, this is the last shot against him. Good. So, in order to get here, you actually have to beat the fish, because normally that's where the fish goes. Even if it gets there and you're able to destroy it there, as soon as the fish reaches this part, you cannot fight this guy. So, there's a sword beam. I want him to jump up and do this as I shoot him while he goes down. This is the easiest way for me to beat him. Otherwise, it's just he does whatever pattern he wants to do, and I don't have any control. I need to go back to the wall early, otherwise he's gonna do the one at the ground. I have to either dash or go above it. Yeah, so I didn't even need the tank. Which is a good thing. As I said, I already beat him, so obviously I don't do as many mistakes as the first time I faced him. See, this is the ground slash I was talking about. So obviously this is going a lot faster than the first time I did the part, but I still want to go as far as I normally did. So the issue with it was somehow it didn't capture the game, so kind of annoying. So I have to burst his bubble before I can do damage to him, or just jump on above him. Obviously I can damage his bubble so that release it. Depending on the level of the water, it's how high he jumps. So it's actually easier to just jump above him when he does that. Definitely easy with the dash boots, even with a shield. I keep calling me a shield, but he's a shield. Definitely easier with the boots, because even if I miss the dash jump up the wall, I can still do the dash midair. And alright. So this guy, I finished him off. Normally I should be going to Flame Stag next. But as you can see, there's still one more X Hunter and one more X Zero Par. And he is in the Crystal Snail stage. Now from this guy, I can get Heart and Part. And this is what I'm going for. I don't have the... I still don't want to use the weaknesses against a bosses, so it's obviously a Buster only run. I was able to do it with the Ice Hunter as well. So I'm gonna get the heart. Actually, yeah, I need to grab this for a second fight. Wait. Give me a second. Something. Just did like that. Sorry about that. Computer restart. So I want to do this. Go out and use this. This is the easiest way to do it. I found like it's hard to get to the wall, but using the I don't even know what it's called, but like the grappling hook that I used to get the Buster part early means I can grab onto the ledge easier than without it, obviously. I don't know if it's supposed to do it this way, but every time I tried it always came short, so I actually don't need to refill the tank because it's already full. Because, well, not exactly full, but filled up. So I just need to break some of the ice. Normally I shouldn't break all the ice if I wanted to do it without the armor, but I have the armor anyway, so just go up and climb these poles. This leads to the X-Hunter Surge. Now, I had some issue with his shield. It didn't give me a game over like Violent from part 1. Obviously, a shield gave me at least one game over. This guy. It's actually not that hard if you actually know what you're doing. Ah, he did that this time. So when he plants a bomb, or right before he does, I need to hit him and then wall jump up. Okay, somehow he just does his shield. The best way to avoid him is actually to wall jump. Otherwise, he's just gonna, no matter what, hit you. Okay, he's just being an asshole right now. For some reason, I was not able to get a pattern on him. So I'm gonna try it again. Yeah, I still have 2 lives. So it should be good, and I'm gonna go straight for him. So we have this to break this, and then get back the suit. Yeah, I have to actually use this. So it's mostly about the pattern I need to use to beat the X Hunter. And I'm hoping to not have to use the sub tank, but maybe I'll have to. They are pretty difficult and have a unique pattern. Especially violent. I had to use the sub tank because otherwise I was just taking too much damage. This guy, maybe if I don't get the full charge. I know I can hit him when he's midair. So maybe I can try and do that combo right here. Obviously trying to break the bombs. Oh, come on, don't get me stuck. Okay, I have to use the top tank because of how I got stuck. Alright, just like I did it, I even landed on his platform. So maybe I would have been able to not fill out this thing. Now, I died from going down here because there are spikes right here. There's also the 1-up down there. When I fought him, the only reason I wasn't able to die, this guy though, I ended up using this straight away because it's the most effective thing on him, and he's kind of annoying. The reason why Surge didn't give me too much trouble, but because I can actually farm lives in this stage early on. And that's what I did. That's why I wouldn't die to him. Like, and by die I mean game over on him. To him. So this is the helmet. I kind of don't find it super useful. I know there's hidden paths in the walls which generally have something to tell you, hey, there's a secret here, but this is pretty much as secret as hidden path detector, so I'm not a big fan of it, but I do like the X3 helmet upgrade. X3 that I'm gonna do after this. I mean, when I'm done with the level, not just after this part, of course. So this one. Trigger it, and then I have to run down to here. I don't know if it's the boost, but I climb ladders really fast. I'm pretty sure it may be the boots. Or the legs, I should call them, but whatever. They just appear as boots on me right now. It's not like I have the whole legs. And the boss. I think I died to him at least once. When the first time I did it. Obviously, this is taking like... I just did in 16 minutes what I did in probably 30 minutes, I should say. Like, I saved up like 15 minutes just because I knew what I was doing. So I'm actually add another boss to what I'm doing. Okay, so this guy I actually don't want to get... I can't dash under his thing. So I'm gonna use only the weak shot, the dash shots to take him down. So what I do is dash under this, hit him 3 times, and then he goes back into his form. 3 to 4 times, and then he goes back to this. Yeah. So once I found that out, it was pretty easy to deal with. So he just goes down, I dash under his things and hit him 3 to 4 times. And he goes back up. So, pretty easy to fight him. Obviously, if you fail to get, to avoid his ice shots, you get frozen to the ground and he goes back up. Something like this, he just stops and goes up. He didn't hit me with the slow yet. Ah, there it is. There you go. So he just slows the area, which I think is what his fully charged weapon shot does. It slows the time a little bit. A lot of those charged shots I haven't used, so... I know Flame Stag is pretty useful. And you actually need Flame Stag for movements in specific areas. So anyway, this, and to truly go back to where I was, all that I have left to do is go back to this guy. As I said, there is a heart and a tank. You get in here, you can use his charged weapon to get. So by just doing the stage normally, you're not able to get any of his special weapon. Not special weapon, any of his upgrades. So I'm just gonna do this and head straight for the next part so I keep the lives, or maybe I'll just reset them as I think I'll just reset them actually. So this time, beating the fish early isn't as important, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. So let's just destroy it, since I can. And by him not going too far up, I can actually do it fairly quickly. The door didn't fully open. Okay. So, now that I have this charge shot, I select the boss weapon and gives me the bubble. I think normally I can get to this without the upgrade if I'm good enough. But for this part right here, it actually shields me from all these guys. So for this, I have to grab on this, or maybe it's the next one, but you know, I have to grab to a high wall. With this, jump on the water and get the heart tank, the health tank. And now I can try and fill it up if I get enough. Which obviously I can't because I got hit. So I got all of Zero's part. I finished this stage. And about half the time I did the first time. So obviously I'm doing pretty good at Mega Man games, so this kind of was expected. But not as much, I was expecting like half an hour. So let's get Flame Stack. I'm doing it. I'll just keep going. Now this stage, I remember it. So what I know where to get a heart. I don't think he had anything else I could get. He has a heart and a tank in his level, and I think I know where the tank is. I need to ride this guy and not break him. And he's gonna bring me to where the tank is. Right here. Now for the heart, I have to go inside the volcano. And this part right here, I have to climb as fast as possible and break a door guide to a heart. Which I'm not doing a good job right now. This guy right here. So apparently I was not doing a good job. So I'm just gonna get the heart and then go to the end of the stage. So as I said, normally use this guy to break the wall, and then you enter the place. The faster you are, the more time you have to break this guy. Get the heart, and hopefully get back out this way. Or anywhere, actually. Either left or right. Because the lava goes down. So that's all the upgrades for this stage. There's another one of these guys, but he doesn't actually do anything in here. Since I can get this like this. I don't think there was anything up there. Besides some, maybe a line. So pretty. I like the stage. I thought the music was different from what I remember. These guys, when they hit the pocket of gas, they'll just start burning stuff. So you can either wait and then go, or try and destroy them before they do what they're supposed to do, hit the gas. In my case, I'm guessing I'm gonna kind of be waiting for them to do their thing and get to the top. So here's the boss, Flame Stag. I kind of do remember how he reacts. This is a very high stage because he wall jumps as well. So if you follow him, he goes all the way up and all the way down. And then he throws some flame that climbs the walls. And do a few things like that. If I don't follow him, he doesn't go as high. Obviously, I'm not taking this too seriously, so he's actually beating me right now. Just looking at what he does. Okay, didn't just a dash. So Alright, now let's beat him for real. This is one of the cases I might not be able to do the dash buster due to how much he moves around. So I'm gonna have to go for charge shot. So I guess when I'm close to him, he does his fire charge. Or okay. Doesn't seem too hard to avoid. So if I stick to the wall when he does that, he actually dodge me. He does it once, then he does... Okay, he does blue fire now. So I guess as long as I climb the wall high enough... I guess that's one of the new things he does when he gets angry. Well, oh, come on. I had you. He's down. Okay, so now I got his weapon. So I got the boss, the heart, the tank, and his weapon. In a very actually a very short amount of time, so I might actually be able to finish the other two then. Oddly enough. For the boss turn. Normally, when I did the boss in the first part, normally I was supposed to get the boots and then go back to the stage, but which one to do I want to do? I think I'm gonna start with Gator. So in Will Gator, I skipped a heart container or health upgrade or whatever. So I missed the health upgrade in his level because I actually need Flame Stag's weapon to get to it. Because of how high up in the... not how high. Even with the boots, when I get there, you'll see, but even with the boots, I don't have access to the top of the platform where the heart is. So I have to use Flame Stag's charge weapon, the fire dash, to get to the top of the platform without hitting the spikes. And somehow I died to this easy platforming area because I didn't jump. Oh, right, I forgot to... So right after this part, I can go for the heart and then exit the stage with everything from this place. Since I already got the buster, and I don't need to use the boots to get to it. Alright, so I'm gonna demonstrate once. If I do this, I don't go far enough. So if I dash and use the burner, it increases the amount of time I'm in the air. And I'm gonna do the same for Overdrive Ostrich, which will hopefully make me land on the heart, even if I die doing so. Normally for Overdrive Ostrich, something that I always have trouble doing, you're supposed to get the vehicle all the way up there to grab the heart and go back. So I tried it a few times. I never really managed to get up there. I think only once, since I'd usually go for Flame Stag charge, which I think will give me just enough distance to get the upgrade. I don't know if I'm supposed to actually break the weather thing, like if this storm is what actually keep me away from being able to do it. But even when I actually break it, I still can't reach it. Alright, so I'm just gonna kill this guy because whatever. So I'm just gonna try it down here, but normally if I dash and use this, I should be able to get enough distance to grab the heart and die. This is how I usually do it, because otherwise I just can't. Which means that this stage is also done. Alright, with that done, that means I'm done with backtracking. So it says that normally I should do more math. This is actually where the armor upgrade is, as well as another heart. But I'm just gonna go for Magna Centipede instead. I actually need his charged weapon to get access to, I believe, the heart. And obviously this is where the X hunters were watching X. This stage, I don't have to worry about the X hunters right now, but if I trigger the things, the blocks will come down and start shooting me like this. So you don't really want to get spotted, because otherwise you cannot go up here anymore. That is exactly where the armor upgrade is. Or was it the heart? Wait, no, it's a heart and attack in here. So I actually need to not get captured, or just don't get in front of the spawn flags, pretty much. Otherwise, my only access to one of the upgrades is gone. So I have to do this, get up here, and fail. I went a little bit too early, but to jump on the block and then drop down when the thing don't see me. Kind of reminds me of how you get the armor upgrade in the Flame Mammoth in Megaman X 1, but instead of having to only have the boots and the helmet, you actually have to... I think you can actually do it without anything, but it's harder. It's more about stealth. I think I can hit this one and still be okay. So I go up here, and I can't do this. Okay, I thought I was able to hang onto the wall and wait for the light to go away. I should just drop down and use the dash. So dodge this. So I can just drop down and do the dash. And now I have access to this part right here. This gives me the health upgrade. Now this part, these blocks are moving on their own. I need to just have to wait, and I can break the purple ones. I think... yeah, you can get crushed. I think to get the tank, I have to do something similar. So I have to be... actually not quite close, but I need to use one of the blocks to access a high area where I can go for the upgrade. Okay, just get out of the way, okay? I just need to remember where it is. Because if I fail, I have to do it again just for that. I think it's this one, maybe? No. I think it's this... No. Which one was it? Was it the one right after this? I think it is. I'm supposed to go... No. Wait. Then where was it then? Was it the place I just saw? Guess I'm supposed to hit the handle. So I just need to get past this guy. I think I already missed the area I was talking about. But I'm just gonna go straight for the boss. I think I have enough lives to do it. No. Actually, no, I only have one try. So if I fail, I fail, but I should have enough health to do it. Normally this is where you fight the X-Hunter, and if you get seen by any of the targets, this robot gets stronger. So right now it's super weak, and has a low amount of health. Otherwise his pattern will change to adapt to what X can do. I thought he was low on health. Well, he's kinda is. But his pattern is a lot easier. I think I'm actually gonna show this. If I have to come back to this level, I'm gonna show an upgraded version of the robot, how difficult it can get. And how much he changed his pattern. Because it's very simple to avoid him right now. He changed color depending on the difficulty. I think he can upgrade like once. Oh, thank you. Once or twice? Alright, so I actually have one chance to come back to this boss. Magnet Centipede. Oh yeah, I want to be on the side because he poisons me. Ah, he prevents me from using my charge shot. Yeah, he's gonna hit me. I thought one of those. Okay, so I can no longer dash. And he dropped my jump height. Fairly annoying, but you know, gotta deal with that. Yeah, he's just being annoying. I don't know what the first time he hit me was for, though. Especially since he gets on the roof. Not on the roof, but like on the top. Can I actually fight off his magnetism while he does it? I think I can. Alright, so obviously doing a lot better this time. Oh, okay, so he went straight for my charge shot. There we go. So this time he was straight for the charge shot. I don't even know what the first. Maybe it was stopping me from using boss weapons on him or something. I don't know. Anyway, so this is this guy done. So I know I didn't exactly plan on going this far, and this is about the length of what part 2 was originally. Then again, I only have one stage left. I think I'm just gonna backtrack to his stage and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna have one final boss before the final area. I didn't mention I'd do this again, so I'm just gonna go straight into it. Now, if I have to redo this, though, I certainly hope I don't have to redo this. Okay. So, one of these area, I have to use one of the cubes to get to an area above. So, I have to remember which one it is. Ah, yes, thanks for the one-up. And it's not this. That leads me right to the. Oh. Wait. So it's actually up here. Do I have to just use its charge weapon? No. Then what am I missing now then? Can I get up here? No. Ah, maybe it was just this actually. I thought it was a stage I actually have to use the blocks to get to it. So actually I was able to get up here. Yeah, let's just keep going. I'm still gonna show the boss. Not this boss, but the other one. Here's a new thing he does. So... okay, let's just get spotted by a few lights. Maybe not a few lights, but... some of these. So they actually analyze how X works or something. There's another thing. If the X Hunter is in this level, you have to be quick enough to access the door. Like this. Otherwise, you don't have access to it. So I've been saying a few times. I think he's gonna turn blue. So here comes the data about me. He turns. Oh. I think he turns red then, maybe? think 3 times is the maximum amount. So obviously he's a lot more difficult. Not impossible, but very different at least. He still have a lot of health, so obviously he's still, yeah, very hard to deal with. So this is just to show what happens where you don't go fast enough. Alright, so with that said, that's gonna be it for me. One more stage left, and I have everything to get the remaining upgrades, which is the armor and the final boss weapon. So with that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this hopefully working video, and I'll see you all next time. See ya!